Hi everybody, I'm probably a little bit late with this one. These are the patch notes for PUBG patch 26.1. I'm recording this video on the 8th of October 2023, so these have been out for a while, but I do like to keep up to date with PUBG because, you know, it's up there in my top 5 list of games. It's in the top 3 anyway. Now, this update will be going live on PC on October the 11th, so in 3 days' time, and on console on October the 19th. And I don't know, do I say this often, but, you know, come on PUBG Corp, come on, let's have parity between console and PC updates, because what happens is, especially like on their social media, they'll go, oh look, this is out now, and they mean it's out now on PC and not out on console. Anyway, let's scroll down. So here we go. Tactical Gear. Devs comment, Tactical Gear returns this update. Following its temporary removal in update 25.2, we embarked on an in-depth review of the acquisition methods and the overarching influence and balance of Tactical Gear. Foremost, we recognised that providing every player with Tactical Gear detracted from the foundational gameplay experience of players landing unarmed and scavenging for items. Land, loot and survive. And thus, after carefully considering your feedback and our internal metrics, we're reintroducing Tactical Gear with the balanced version of specific gear that gave away excessive information during the match as a world spawn item starting with a 26.1 test server. Oh, I should say that this is live on the PC test server now, so you can play with this stuff. So, as you can see, things like the EMT will be available in the world as a world spawn. General changes. Tactical Gear will now world spawn individually throughout the map. Acquired Tactical Gear is stored directly in your inventory. Equipped Tactical Gear will occupy the 6th slot in the inventory. There's a brief delay while equipping, which you can cancel. You can loot multiple Tactical Gear, but only one can be equipped. And equipped Tactical Gear cannot be dropped. If you re-enter the match after a comeback battle royale or through the recall system, your previous Tactical Gear is removed, allowing for a new one to be equipped. Tactical Gear can be stored in trunks and tactical packs. You can loot multiple Tactical Gear, but only one can be equipped. Now that's interesting, isn't it? You can loot. I wonder if they do mean you can have different Tactical Gear in your backpack. So if you've got like a level 3 backpack, you could have like the EMT one in there and the drone one in there, and then swap between them. Or whether they just mean that if you've got the drone one, you can then change to the EMT one. We'll have to see in game. Drone. The maximum distance of the drone has gone down to 150 meters. It makes more noise. There's a smoke effect to destroy drones, I guess so that you can find them easier. An icon indicating the destroyed drone's location has been added, visible on your screen when you have the drone tablet equipped. Drones cannot be deployed when you are in a prone position. Spotter scope. Marker duration has gone down to 5 seconds from 7. Marking enemies concealed by smoke is no longer possible. Excellent. Pre-existing markers will remain visible even if the enemy move into smoke. Okay, so if somebody has a marker, then they move into smoke, you'll still be able to see them in the smoke. This applies to both smoke grenades and the M79. So there we go. So those two items have been nerfed a little bit to make them less powerful. Still debatable. Do they have a place in PUBG? I definitely... I don't know. I think they have a place in PUBG as long as they didn't have their marking capability. That's in essence for me. So you should be able to tag an area on the map, because we have 3D tagging now, don't we? So, but not active 3D tagging. So when you're in the drone mode, for example, you should be able to tag on the map and go, okay, enemy there, but that doesn't lock onto the enemy and then follow them around or even auto tag. Similarly, with the spotter scope, you should be able to tag onto the world and go, right, there could be enemy there, but it doesn't attach itself onto the enemy and follow them around. So they're just, in fact, like a pair of super binoculars, if you like. Or maybe even on them, and this could apply to the spotter scope and the drone, the fact that maybe you see... so when enemies are in the view of the scope or the drone, they get tagged for you. so you can see them. You can easily see them, but then you have to manually tag so your opponents can see them, or so that you can see something when you come out of the scope or you come out of the drone to then kill them. World Erangel. The following updates apply to every mode. We have enhanced areas near the centre of Erangel map that are less frequently explored by players. Stalba and the submerged village have been visually refreshed. Milta has been given a makeover that retains its essence while offering a fresh perspective, and Ruins and Georgopol have been optimised for smoother gameplay and with improved loot distribution and navigation options. I think I need a cup of coffee. Stalba. Okay, so that's the top of the mountain in the northeast. So less ruins, and now we've got more military locations. Reorganise the area by adopting an astronomical observatory theme with a dome looking up at the sky. Revamp the entire layout, introducing new structures and looting spots. The surrounding landscape has been enhanced for better accessibility. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, we'll have to have a look. There's Respawn Island there, isn't there? Or Spawn Island. Yeah, I mean, the ruins gave it a different flavour, didn't they, up there? I mean, that was the good thing. Hopefully there's still some ruins up there. Now, here we go. Now, this is interesting here. So, the submerged village, which was quite unique, isn't it, has now been changed into a dock area. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It was an interesting place to visit, wasn't it? Or it's an interesting place to early loot here. The submerged, the sunken village or the flooded village, and now it's a dock area anyway. And here we have ruins. So ruins is still ruined. There's just a few more places. Milta at the all right. So this is southwest of the power station, isn't it? Sort of down before you go over the bridge. So they've added more cover. Because it was very open, wasn't it here? Georgopol. Modified the overall layout, relocated some buildings, enhanced their own landscape, added cover such as abandoned cars and trees. Dev's comment: Erangel starts as the heart and soul of PUBG Battlegrounds, and we believe it is a cherished map that stirs nostalgia for many of our players. Therefore, working on its update, given its iconic status, was definitely challenging. Yet, as PUBG Battlegrounds evolves, we recognise the importance of ushering Erangel into the same progressive journey. In this update, our mission was to blend Erangel's intrinsic charm with enhancements that elevate the player experience without losing the map's foundational essence. We began with the heart of the map, focusing on central areas which, in spite of their strategic locations, were often overlooked. After analysing the pros and cons of these lesser visited places, we've added some freshness into them. Areas that were once generic have now been transformed with unique themes designed to draw you in. We've also fine-tuned various elements based on player feedback to create even more dynamic combat scenarios. We hope these refinements broaden the strategic scope from early game looting to crucial late game tactics. We remain committed to enhancing Erangel, introducing new elements while amplifying the existing attributes that render Erangel truly iconic. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think what's important is to have different flavours in different areas, so that when the game ends in different areas, you have very different final circles. I think that's really where it comes into, and also it gives you more interesting places to loot when you first come in. Secret room, accessible only through underground entrances in Erangel's natural surroundings. Erangel's secret rooms have been untouched for a long time. Only the sharpest players will have the opportunity to obtain rare items from secret rooms. Make sure to leave before enemies arrive, since engagements here can be quite deadly. Secret rooms containing high value items have been added throughout Erangel. Secret rooms can be accessed through the world spawn secret room keys, available in normal and custom. Spawns added and adjusted a small number of vehicle spawn spots. Map in line with the above changes. The world map and minimap have been updated. Refined the landscape and added some trees that can be used for cover. Adjusted the height of some containers. Optimised overall object textures. Removed the Aston Martin containers from starting areas. KFC. So some of the petrol stations have been replaced by KFC restaurants, where you can go in and you can interact with the kiosks, and you can get a meal, you can get some fries, or you can get a drink, and the meals act like first aid kits. I think the KFC chicken bucket functions like the first aid kit. The secret recipe fries functions like the bandage. The The KFC drink functions like the energy drink. The KFC stores in Erangel are available for 1 month. Various billboards have been added. Okay. It's quite fun. And to be honest, I think it does fit in with the lore. Because if we say that PUBG is like this horrible game show that people get thrown into, you could imagine in this game show, because it would be popular with millions, if not billions of people watching it all over the world, that you would get sponsors who would come in and sponsor it. And I don't mean the rather immersion breaking sponsorships and adverts we have for the PUBG like World Championships. I don't think they should be in the game because that breaks the immersion. But things like this, KFC could well sponsor it, couldn't they? Or McDonald's or someone else. And, you know, they put these places in so survivors can go to the drive-thru and get some KFC that they could eat. So, yeah, I like it. I like it as well. We're going to be checking that out. The thermal 4x scope will no longer world spawn, instead spawn in certain areas such as care packages, secret rooms, lab camps and supply drops. Very good. Very good. The kill feed. Added team numbers to kill feeds and match logs. Team numbers also displayed in replay and observer. As outlined in our roadmap previously announced in March, we are dedicated to narrowing the gap between esports ranked and normal match. As a result, as a direct response to our goals and player suggestions, we're adding team numbers to both kill feeds and match logs through this update. In the realms of esports, keeping track of team numbers to strategize effectively demands a high degree of concentration and discernment. However, it is also one of the exhilarating aspects of PUBG. Even for players who may not feel entirely confident in combat, the inclusion of team numbers enables them to contribute to their team's success. With this update, our aim is to encourage more intricate and collaborative teamwork among players. Added team numbers to kill feeds and match logs. Team numbers are also displayed in replay and observer spectator modes, but not in streamer mode. Okay, so let's have a look. So what does this mean? So PUBG 11 killed PUBG 21. 8. Number 3, PUBG 11 killed PUBG 01. 1. PUBG 21. Oh, knocked PUBG 8. PUBG 21 knocked PUBG 8. I'm not quite sure what this means. Someone understands what it means, because I guess it would mean how many people are in a squad, so that if you kill someone, you know how many people are left. But if that is the case, I'm not really in favour of that, because that's part of the fun of it, isn't it? If you knock someone, you don't, and you're playing in squads, you don't know whether there's 3 people left, 2 people left, or just 1 person left. But that's part of the fun of it, being able to work it out. So is this somehow going to tell you, if you knock someone, how many players they have in their team? Because that doesn't seem right, the ability to know how many people are in their team. Ranked, not really bothered about that. Season rewards, blah blah blah. Match report, don't need to know about that. So there we go. Update 26.1. The time, the patch whereby tactical gear is reintroduced to the game as a world sport item, but has been nerfed, and we have some changes to Erangel. What do you think, though? I'll put the link to the patch notes in the description below this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.